it's me again with Brian. He's made a previous appearance on one of my videos, and I think he may make a few more appearances. For those of you who don't know, Ryan is like the mascot of Kakao Talk, or just the Kakao brand in general in Korea. I obviously didn't really know much about him until I moved to Korea, and then I was there and I was like, what is this cute stuff? And I got really excited, and now I have an obsession, and I have many things with Ryan in it. Not that this has anything to do with the video, but I just thought you guys might as well know who he is, because he's going to make regular appearances in my videos. But yeah, so this is a bit of a different video. It's not a review or like a top anime list type of thing. It's more so just me rambling. To be fair, I ramble in most of my videos, but just me rambling on about what I think about this season's animes so far. Obviously, my views might change as we progress, and as I watch more episodes, they may not change. We'll see at the end of the season. But yeah, so there's so many animes this season, as per usual. But the ones I'm not watching that many just because of like time constraints and stuff. But what I am watching is Golden Kamuy, Haikyuu, obviously, as a continuation of all the other seasons. I was watching Noblesse, we'll get into that in a bit. I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen. And I think that's it for this season. If any of you guys are watching anything from this season, which I didn't just list, let me know if you recommend it, or if you don't recommend things, so I should stay clear of those animes, because I do want to see what else is out there this season. But those are just what I'm watching at the moment, not that much at the moment. So I'm going to start off with Noblesse. It's based on a Korean webtoon. It's about these like vampires. They're not vampires. I don't know what they are, to be fair. These are like, they're like human-looking creatures, kind of like vampires, but they have like, you know, powers, I guess, like supernatural powers. They look like vampires with their red eyes and like white slick hair and all of that stuff. But I don't know. I've not read the webtoon, so webtoon readers, don't come at me, because what I am doing is giving it the benefit of the doubt, in the sense that, you know, the webtoon might be amazing, as I've heard from a lot of other people, and similar to like Tower of God and God of High School. I enjoyed Tower of God, don't get me wrong, but I feel as though God of High School wasn't that great as an anime. And I'm just wondering if it's like the directors or the production or the studio just didn't do a good job of adapting the webtoon. So I don't want to criticize the actual story itself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to criticize Noblesse webtoon because I've not read it. But the anime, I just felt as though, like, after watching 5 episodes, it just couldn't grip me. And like I said, I have a 3-episode rule, which I guess I shouldn't really apply to like the longer animes, because, you know, some of these animes take like ages to get into. But with Noblesse, I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. I felt as though the same thing in God of High School. I just found that the dialogues were a bit corny and the pace wasn't that great, like especially with God of High School, and the same as So, okay, with God of High School, I felt as though it was fast-paced. I don't know what I'm talking about, God of High School, it's not in this season, but I'm just comparing it to Noblesse. Noblesse's pacing isn't that fast, but it's not that well done either, because, to be honest, I don't know what on earth is going on. All I know is that Juichi escaped from this thing called the Union, and he's betraying them, and now he's trying to look for safety, and that's all I know. And there's these creatures that, like, the Noblesse, like, 2 of them come back to life or something, they're re-earthed, and then the main guy is also a Noblesse, and it's just like, okay, but where is the story? Like, I understand that it takes ages to get into the story, but I don't want to get hate for this, but honestly, I just felt as though it couldn't grip me, and I did not understand what was going on. I was just there like, okay, I don't know how all of these events that are going on in the anime are adding up together, but I don't know. And like I was saying, the dialogues were very corny and they just weren't gripping at all. I was just like cringing while I was watching it, and if I start cringing while watching something, I can't continue watching it. I'm sorry. I might give the webtoon, when I have more time, a chance, because I feel as though, you know, if everyone's raving on about it, you know, it must be good, because I feel as though things wouldn't be popular if it didn't have a good storyline, if you know what I mean. And so many people wouldn't rave on about something that was crap anyway, so I don't know, I'll give the webtoon a chance at some point. Yeah. And the next one I was going to talk about was Golden Kamuy. Obviously, Golden Kamuy and Haikyuu are continuations. What I love about Golden Kamuy is that even though there is a very, very serious story going on, I mean, come on. Okay, it sounds like an adventure, like, yes, they're getting gold, but I'm trying not to give too much away. I don't want to give spoilers away, but, you know, people get killed, people get shot. Like, there's a fight going on. Like, last season, they kind of infiltrated a prison, so it's some serious stuff when you think about it, but I love how even though there's a lot of intense things going on and you're able to grasp the situation of what's going on with Golden Kamuy, there's always that surface level humour, which is brilliant. Like, sometimes I'll watch that, I'm just like rolling my eyes, like, really? But that's the kind of humour I like. I think it's ridiculous and stupid. I'm like, what? But then I absolutely love it. And Golden Kamuy does that so well. Like, everyone I know who's watched it so far enjoys the humour. And it's what makes I feel as though Golden Kamuy wouldn't be Golden Kamuy without the humour. It really wouldn't. That's its unique selling point. It's the style of humour, the type of humour, it's great. And honestly, I haven't really seen other animes do it as well. I mean, I've seen a lot of gag animes and like satirical comedies, but I don't actually even know what kind of comedy Golden Kamuy falls under. It's just hilarious. It's like really crude, vulgar jokes, but you can't help but love it. So yeah, if any of you guys are continuing watching Golden Kamuy, or if you want to start Golden Kamuy, start it, get into it, come join us in season 4. It is season 4, right? Season 4, 3 or 4. I'm such an idiot. I should have done research before talking. I just wanted to ramble at you guys because I'm excited about all of this. And the next one is Haikyuu. I've recently got a few friends into Haikyuu actually, which is brilliant. I think like 3 different people have started watching Haikyuu recently and they've zoomed through it and it's so good. It's so exciting to see these people get excited about Haikyuu. It's just such a feel-good anime. It's such a feel-good anime, and you can't help but root for not just Karasuno, which is like the main team, but all the other teams, like the rival teams, and there's no like bad vibes, and I love that. Like, you know, you guys can be rivals, but there's no bad vibes between them. Like, it's just they kind of like push each other to be better, and it's just like, that's the kind of environment I want to be in. That's the kind of like people I want to know, and I feel like right now in my life, I have that, and it's great. Like, I don't have any bad vibes. Not that this video is about me, but that's what's so relatable about Haikyuu. Like, I know I'm not a high school student. I'm not like the most athletic person. Actually, probably the least athletic person to ever exist. But Haikyuu is just incredible, man. And this season, it's getting more serious, it's getting more intense, and you're very emotionally rooted in what's going on this season, especially with the whole inter-high thing going on, and they've reached like national level. Sorry, spoiler alert. Yeah. Why did I say spoiler alert after saying that? Anyways, I'm so sorry. But yeah, Haikyuu is incredible, and this season is just as incredible. You're watching them grow, you're watching them like tough it out, and it's just great. Yeah. catch up to Haikyuu if you haven't already. And the last one, I think they're all that I'm watching. Oh, I forgot to mention Yashahime, but the only thing with Yashahime is I've only watched 2 episodes. I will catch up this week, fingers crossed, at some point. So I'm not going to talk about Yashahime, I've only seen 2 episodes, but so far so good. Because, okay, maybe it's the nostalgia factor. I think I'm biased at the moment, so that's why I don't really want to speak about Yashahime just yet. I want to watch all the episodes, as in all the episodes that have aired so far, and then give like my actual thoughts on the anime, rather than just, you know, diving in and being like, oh my god, Yashahime is great because I love Inuyasha, and like hearing like the nostalgic OST and all of that stuff had me really excited in the first 2 episodes. So yeah, like I said, I'll get back into that at some point later this week or next week. And the final one, you guys can already guess, especially from the title, I am so hyped for this anime. Like, I'm only 6 episodes deep and I am loving it. It is like, I know it's gonna have a special place in my heart already, and I'm just to put it out there, I'm an anime watcher only for this particular anime, Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't read the manga, but to be fair, I feel like, I don't know, if I wanted to read shonen manga or battle shonen manga, I enjoyed reading it as a kid, but now I just feel as though sports anime or manga or like battle shonen, I prefer watching it because of the movements, and like, I understand that the original format is the manga, but you know, like with the fighting, the actual like movement, and like with the sports, the actual movement is what makes you so hype, if that makes sense. I don't know. Someone, any of you guys in the comments below, let me know if you understand what I'm saying. I don't know how else to put it, but like the actual movement, seeing the way that they like, you know, swing their sword or like, you know, punch someone, it's just like, that was an awful punch, don't comment on it please, I beg you. It's just so exciting to see, you know, like the actual movements of the characters. Like, I just feel as though it kind of brings it to life. It brings the battles to life. It brings the, you know, the games or the matches to life. So yeah, I haven't even gotten into Jujutsu Kaisen yet. That's how hype I am. I'm just chatting breeze right now. But Jujutsu Kaisen, oh my god, I feel like I said, when it comes to battle shonen, you need something really good to get me into it, because otherwise it just feels like every other shonen ever, which I'm not saying like is a bad thing, but I think I personally am tired of it. So when things like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen come around, I'm just there like, whoa, what is this? And it makes me feel like I'm 14 again, like when I first started watching Bleach. I understand like a lot of people have been making comparisons of Jujutsu Kaisen to the big 3, but I feel as though most animes, like most battle shonens, you know, they're obviously going to follow certain tropes, because that's what battle shonen is. If you don't follow like the stereotypical tropes, then it's kind of not ticking the boxes, although it's nice to see some things unconventional. But before I carry on ranting about how much I love Jujutsu Kaisen, let me quickly give you an overview. It's basically this boy who accidentally gains a power he wasn't meant to, as you guys already know, I'm awful at English, meant to gain, but he did because of a tight situation he was in. And yeah, and then we just see him like gain those powers and then be trained, you know, your typical shonen, you know, probably gonna get stronger. I'm only 6 episodes deep, so I can't even give you that much detail, but it is so well done. The OST is on point. The character, the protagonist is so likable. Like, he's genuinely likable. I love him. And it's got other amazing characters like Sukuna, my girls, where you at? And Gojo. But yeah, if you can't tell, I'm so happy about Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm only 6 episodes deep. I keep saying that because I don't think you guys understand how hype I am for this. So hype. And like I was saying, I know that everyone compares it to the big three, but it gives me Bleach vibes, but in a good way. Like, not like, oh my god, it's copying Bleach, oh my god, like, oh, it's just a rip-off. Not like that, but like, it, you know, evokes the same form of hype, same form of happiness that Bleach used to give me. And I was just thinking about it, and I can see why, for example, both the protagonists in Bleach and Jujutsu Kaisen, they end up taking the power in the first episode and in an unconventional way, which they didn't mean to have. Like, for example, in Jujutsu Kaisen, he wasn't meant to have that power. He just got the power without meaning to, in a very absurd way, if you haven't already watched it, and I don't want to give spoilers away. Same as Bleach, he kind of literally takes the power into him without meaning to, but it's kind of deeper than that in Bleach, but I don't want to talk about it again for those of you who haven't watched Bleach. And yeah, and like the curses in Jujutsu Kaisen are very similar, they look very similar, or have like the same sort of feel as the hollows in Bleach, and it's like, you know, the same pacing as well, like it's kind of like a bit repetitive in the beginning, like they fight the same sort of monsters in the beginning, but then yeah, it gets bigger and bigger. I can't say for Jujutsu Kaisen, I haven't read the manga, but I feel like it's gonna get, like, the enemies are gonna get more and more powerful as per usual, as per any shonen. And what else? They have like a mini training arc, which they don't really understand why they're doing it, but then you kind of figure out why they're doing it, even though I don't know why they're doing it in Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, when you watch so many shonens, you're like, okay, there is a reason behind this. It seems unconventional and it doesn't make sense at first, but there is definitely going to be a reason behind this, which I feel like we're going to find out tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me, because when I post this video, it's going to be Sunday. But yeah, just the fighting, the protagonist, all the other side characters are amazing in Jujutsu Kaisen. The OST is brilliant. It's just hype, you know? It's just hype. It's what Battle Shonen needs. Like, if Battle Shonen doesn't get you hyped, then what is even the point? You want to get excited and you're like, oh my god. But yeah, I don't know what I was. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, I'm quite excited. Jujutsu Kaisen. Golden Kamuy I'm enjoying. Haikyuu I'm enjoying. Hopefully Yashahime will also enjoy. I can see myself enjoying it, but again, I don't want to say that just yet because I feel as though that's me being biased. Noblesse, I'm sorry, I didn't really enjoy it, but yeah. Those are the animes I'm watching at the moment for this season. If you guys have any recommendations for this season which I've missed out, please let me know and I'll try my best to make some time to watch it. The girl has a lot of things going on at the moment, but yeah, so peace, that's that. Bye from Ryan.